Hey, what's up guys? Alex here with a new video, and today I wanted to talk about the Canon EOS R5, specifically compare all of its video options, including the Canon EOS R. So I decided to film myself in this studio with all the options available. 8K RAW, 8K All-I, 8K IPB, 4K HQ, you get the point, including the Atomos Ninja 5 to see the quality differences between all of the video options in this camera. As I've said before, I am a wedding and portrait photographer, and I primarily only use video for this YouTube channel, so I don't anticipate overheating being an issue because it's always in this controlled environment, and I don't really ever film for over 20 minutes, but we will see. Currently right now you're seeing its 4K HQ internal option in All-I, and so far I've experienced no issues. But this video isn't about overheating, it's about comparisons. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna roll tons of clips comparing, again, all the video options of this camera. I will include the EOS R. I will also include screenshots at 150% so we can see the exact difference in detail between all the video options, and then we can recap and find out what we discovered because there was a curveball in there that I wasn't expecting. So let me roll it. 8K RAW. 8K All-I. 8K IPB. 4K HQ All-I. 4K HQ IPB. 4K HQ Atomos Ninja 5 ProRes HQ. 4K All-I. 4K IPB. 4K Atomos Ninja 5 ProRes HQ. Canon EOS R 10-bit Atomos Ninja 5. Okay, so what did you guys think? I was really surprised by two things, but we'll get to that in a second. It's clear that the 8K is the sharpest, it's the best, not the most practical because the file sizes are massive and it destroys my computer. So I have the 2019 iMac, not the Pro, just the regular iMac maxed out with 72 gigs of RAM, 2 terabyte SSD, and it was terrible, it chugged. It even struggled with a 4K HQ option, which was very interesting, but the computer just struggled. Now, using the Atomos Ninja 5, the computer did just fine, right? Because the Atomos is shooting in ProRes and using Final Cut Pro is kind of like just meant for each other, right? So it just works perfectly. But let's talk about what I was surprised by. First one, how terrible was the Canon EOS R? I've used that camera for the last 2 years for YouTube and I never really had any issues with it. But I've never really compared it to other 4K cameras, and seeing it here, I just felt sad for it. Like, it just does not do good 4K. The EOS R5 standard 4K option, the option that does not overheat, does produce more detail than the EOS R, which I was hoping it did, so glad to see that because that option is available if you don't want any kind of heat limitations with the EOS R5. My second surprise, and I just can't figure it out, was the Atomos Ninja 5. With all these clips, they were all filmed with the exact same settings. I imported them the exact same way, applied my LUT, But what was interesting was the Atomos Ninja 5 just had less dynamic range. It looked crunchier. Now, this LUT that I applied, I made for Atomos Ninja 5 footage. This is the LUT that I've been using for almost 2 years with the EOS R, and I made it for C-Log and kind of this studio environment. And it does look the way I designed the LUT to look with the Atomos Ninja 5 clip. But when I applied the same LUT in the same settings to all the other internal Canon clips, it just still looks like it's a log profile. There's just so much more dynamic range in the shadows. It looks like I can punch up the shadows or the contrast even more in those clips. So I'm not sure if the Atomos Ninja 5 needs an update or what is going on here, that the internal files just show more information in the shadows. And if that's going to be the case, I'm not sure exactly how much more I'll be using the Atomos Ninja 5, because I really like the file quality more out of the internal files. Again, the Atomos Ninja 5 could help with overheating, so it could still have its purpose, but if it's reducing the dynamic range, I'm not sure if it's a worthy trade-off. On the flip side, it could be the codec. I did use ProRes HQ, so I'm not sure if the data rate, I haven't really looked into it, is lower than the data rate Canon is using with their internal files. But from this comparison, that was the biggest surprise to me. I was just in shock that the Atomos Ninja 5 files did not look as good as the Canon internal files. But what did you guys think? Again, this is a very unscientific test that I just decided to do in my studio because it was raining and I really wanted to test out the camera. As always, guys, I really want to hear your thoughts. Please drop it in the comments below. If you want to see more EOS R5 content, I got plenty more. I got some photo shoots out the way. I'll be posting another video in a few days, kind of my first impressions from the photo side. Spoiler alert, this camera is absolutely incredible from the photo perspective, and I can't wait to share that. If you're into that, hit the like button, it helps the channel. Hit the subscribe button so you can see all the upcoming content. And as always, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.